Welcome to Talk of the Town presented by Tree City Sports. I am your host, CJ McClure. Today I'm rocking the shirt made by AM Creations in Ottawa, Kansas. Go check them out on all their social pages. This morning I'm drinking a fantastic drink from our friends at Arrowhead Nutrition in Ottawa, Kansas. Go check them out and make sure to stop by there and try all of their fantastic drinks. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to my son's friend Royal. We are asking for prayers for Royal. He's on my son's baseball team. He's been having issues with worse than migraine headaches and issues with his colon backing up into his stomach. They're currently having more tests done and hoping to get good results. He is such a great kid, and I'm so glad that I'm able to help coach him. He works so hard to get better every single time, and we really look forward to having him back on the diamond. Royal, get well soon. We really hope to see you soon. Take care, buddy. And on that note, I want to give a shout out to Gunnar McLean, a Kansas State University student who was burned in an accident while working on a car over the weekend, and we hope that he gets better soon. Tim Fitzgerald did one of his daily deliveries on it. It is absolutely fantastic. I could not do it better. Go check that out and see it for yourself. Gunnar, we hope you get well soon, and we hope to see you again at all the basketball games this year. Let's go State. Moving on to the state baseball tournament in Kansas that was held May 23rd and 4th. In the 6A class, Olathe South came away with the win, finishing the season 16-13, and they won from the number 8 seed. Second place was number 3 Blue Valley, finishing with a record of 24-5 on the year. And third place was Lawrence Free State, coming from the 5th seed, with an overall record of 23-7. In the 5A class, St. Thomas Aquinas came from the number 3 seed to win the tournament, going 23-7 on the year. Second place was the 4th seed of Spring Hill, who went 19-8 on the season. And third place was Salina Central, coming from the 8th seed, going 11-19 on the year. In the 4A class, Rock Creek came out of the number 1 seed to go 28-1 on the year and take the win in the tournament. Second place was the 3rd seed Pratt, going 26-5 on the year. And third place was the 2nd seed Abilene, who went 24-3 on the year. In the 3A class, Hayden out of Topeka came out of the 7th seed and won the tournament, going 18-12 on the year. In second place was the number 1 seed Trinity Academy, going 22-5. And third place was the 5th seed Frontenac, going 19-9 on the year. And in the 2 and 1A class, the number 6 seed Medicine Lodge won the tournament, going 17-5 on the year. Second place was the number 1 seed Mission Valley, who went 24-4 on the year. And third place was St. Mary's Colgan, coming from the 4th seed, going 20-5 on the year. For the full list of all the games and results from the Kansas State tournaments in baseball, go to our webpage and check out our stories. The state softball tournament was also held May 23rd and 4th. In the 6A class, number 2 seed Olathe Northwest went 23-4 on the year to take the win in the tournament. Second place was the 5 seed Campus, going 18-7. And third place was the 6th seed of Washburn Rural out of Topeka, going 20-8 on the year. In the 3A softball tournament, Frontenac came from the 3 seed to take the win, going 28-2 on the year. Second place was the 4 seed of Silver Lake, who went 24-3 on the year. And third place was the 7th seed of Trinity Academy, who went 22-5 on the season. In the 2 and 1A softball state tournament, McLouth came from the number 1 seed to take the win. They went 28-2 on the year. Second place was Dexter Cedarvale, coming from the 2nd seed, going 24-4 on the year. And third place was the 3 seed Onega Buffaloes, who went 21-5, who also beat the Central Heights Vikings 5-2 in the first round. I'm going to do something a little bit different than what I've been doing because I have a little bit of a rant here today. Online, there have been some talks about Utah, and by Utah, I mean Utah University. Their fans have been talking nonstop about how much they don't want to be in the Big 12, and they haven't even played a Big 12 game yet. The Big 12 saved you from being either accepted into the Mountain West or somewhere else where, honestly, a team like you really has no business playing, because the Big Ten didn't want you, the SEC didn't want you, the ACC didn't want you. Where were you going to go? So I don't think it's fair that they are talking as much as they are about the Big 12 when they haven't experienced it. And I get it. Part of their problem is they're used to traveling to places like California and stuff like that for game days. Oh yeah, these sceneries are great. Why would we want to go to Lawrence, Kansas, or Manhattan, Kansas, Stillwater, Oklahoma, Lubbock, Texas? Why would we want to go to these places? I'll tell you why. Because the atmosphere on game day in the Big 12 is unlike any other in the entire nation. It is hands down the best conference in terms of game day atmosphere. And it is absolutely amazing to witness in person. And you can't possibly understand that until you physically go to one of these places on game day and experience it yourself. Like, you say it over and over and over again, you tell these people, but they can't experience it because they don't know. They've never done it. That's what I'm telling you. Before you talk trash on the Big 12, go experience it. Come see what life is like over here, because it's fantastic. I mean, we're one big happy family. Yes, our fans may pick fights with fans from other teams in the conference, but another team from another conference starts messing with one of our teams, no holds barred. We'll go at them. We don't care who you are. Friends, enemies, rivals, we'll defend them. We'll go for it. Big 12 for life. And that's what makes the Big 12 special. And I got to take a quick jab at some KU fans just because, Power Cat, let's go State. But no, they were talking online about KU joining the SEC, which is a fun theory to think about. But in reality, it wouldn't work. You lose the Sunflower Showdown, you upset all the Big 12 members. You probably won't get games against members of the Big 12 after that. I mean, honestly, it's just the way college sports is now. Number 2, the SEC is a football conference. Yes, KU is trying their best to rebuild a bottom feeder program. And they have had a couple of decent teams, the Mark Mangino era, but what they have now, they have the most potential they've had in a long time. I think probably in my lifetime, honestly. But what they are building is fantastic. They are building a great program with some great players, and they're going to do some great things. I really think that they're going to win a few games in the Big 12, unlike past seasons. But the SEC is a football conference. You go from playing in the Big 12 to the SEC on a regular basis. Look at what happened to Missouri. Look at where Missouri is. They may win a few games in the SEC, but they're never going to compete for a championship. They're never going to go after a college football playoff. I mean, it would basically be a wish to end the progress that you are trying to achieve right now. You are doing fantastic. Just leave it at that. And not, obviously, KU would not leave the Big 12. At least they should know that that would be really, really bad for them. The other issue is that the SEC is not particularly a strong basketball conference, which is what KU is best at. I mean, they will compete for national championships, no matter what. That would make the SEC stronger a little bit, yes. But the level of competition that they would face in the SEC versus the Big 12, your strength of schedule drops a lot. I mean, I don't know the exact numbers, but I guarantee you that you're playing in the SEC on a week-to-week basis as compared to playing in the Big 12, you're going to have a lot easier games because the Big 12, especially on the road, is the absolute toughest conference in the nation by far. It is so hard to win on the road in the Big 12 against any team. I mean, it could be anybody. As you've seen in years past, Kansas State should have went into Stillwater and beat Oklahoma State, no problem. Yet what happened? They did not win. They came out and they did not play their best ball. And I love K-State, and I will support them to the day I die. But it was not a good showing, especially with Keontae there in the stands. That was kind of sad. But we love K-State, and we hope that Jerome Tang is able to put together this great roster that he is assembling, and we have a great season this next year. And with that, I'm going to let you go because I'm done with my rants for now. There's just some things I had to get off my chest. Thank you for tuning in. Please go like and subscribe our pages. It helps more than you could ever imagine. We look forward to making many more episodes. And we look forward to a future potential sponsorship with Arrowhead Nutrition. And even just as people we know, go support them. I mean, they're great people. You will not be disappointed by their products. And we want to give a shout out to Royal, my son Oakley's friend, who's on his baseball team for all of his health issues. We pray he gets better, and we pray for Gunnar McLean from K-State. We hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all take care now.